Everyone wants to know how to compete with AI, but goddesses don't compete, we create. You become an outlier not by rejecting the future, but by moving with it on your own terms. We are naturally evolving. We're becoming faster, more fluid, more expressed, and that evolution includes AI. So let's name it clearly. You need systems. You need automation. You get to use ChatGPT scripting tools, smart workflows, not to replace your magic, but to amplify it. And this isn't cheating. It's just strategy and embodied leadership in the age of innovation. So for me, I write my scripts so much faster with ChatGPT, which means I have more time to be in my voice, to drop in, to express, to transmit frequency, not just information. And that's the real flex. Because guess what loves speed? Money, success, legacy. Speed collapses the distance between your vision and its embodiment. Speed lets you bypass the perfectionism, the overthinking, the spiral. And AI, when used as a sacred tool, helps you scale your energy, not just your output, so that you can stay rooted in what actually matters: your presence, your power, your poetry. Let the robots run the templates. You keep the art alive. Because in a world trying to eliminate the artist, you staying creative is the revolution. You staying embodied is the disruption. And this isn't about resisting the digital. It's about leading from the divine. And goddess, you were built for both. AI will replace the generic. It's going to replace the safe and the performative, the formulaic, the soulless. It's going to replace copywriters who never had a voice to begin with, marketers who never had a vision, and creators who never had a deep connection with their community. But it cannot replace you. Because you're not just a service provider, you're a frequency transmitter. You are living art, you are essence, and you are alive. So the path forward, it's not being more professional, it's about becoming more personal, more poetic, more primal, and more you. You want to stay divine in a digital age? Then get closer to the goddess, which means closer to the body, closer to your truth and to your story and to your channel. Use AI to clear the noise so that your real voice can rise. Use AI to speed up the setup so that you can deepen the ceremony of visibility. AI isn't making us irrelevant, it's making us essential. So you now have a choice. Do I dilute myself trying to match the machine, or do I deepen into the muse? Because if your business is built on efficiency alone, you're playing a losing game. Because AI can write faster, it can design prettier, it can optimize better. But here's what it cannot do. It can't drop into a memory and turn that into medicine. It can't channel your heartbreak into a business lesson. And it can't turn rage into a rebrand. AI doesn't feel, it doesn't grieve, it doesn't make sacred what it creates, but you do. That's why this isn't about beating AI. It's about becoming so fully embodied, so deeply creative, and so wildly expressed that what you're building can't be replicated. And that doesn't come from pushing harder. It just comes from tapping in more deeply. Because again, what's irreplaceable is your embodiment. That looks like your lived wisdom, your emotional precision, and your soul voice. So when you show up as art, not just an expert, you enter a different arena entirely. So goddess, write the poetry. Let AI handle the how. You focus on the why, and the wow, and the wild. Because you're here to be provocative. You're here to keep the art alive, to keep the goddess online, and to build a brand that can't be downloaded. So let me take you back to a moment that AI could never write for me. Because it didn't happen in a script or a strategy session. It happened in my body. I'm gonna take you back to high school. This happened in drama class. The scene: I'm standing just a few feet away from 20 other students, ready to act out a scene with a partner. I was supposed to speak in a specific accent. We rehearsed it. I wasn't great at memorizing lines back then, but I figured I'll improvise. We'll be good. I'll feel it out. It'll be fine. It was not fine. We're mid-scene. I mess up my line. I say something totally off book. And my acting partner gives me this look. He's like, that's not what we rehearsed. But I stay in character, I keep going, I try to sell it, and he's not getting it. He's not improvising with me. He just stares at me like I'm speaking in tongues. And then I hear it, whispers from the audience. Wait, what's going on? Did she forget her lines? And that's when it happened. I broke the fourth wall. I looked at the audience, they looked back at me, and something in my body snapped. My hearing started to fade, my vision blurred, the room started to spin, my palms were soaked, my breath was shallow. I felt like the world was closing in on me. I was having a full-blown vasovagal syncope response, aka my nervous system said, nope, too much attention, we're shutting this shit down. And right before I fully passed out, I screamed. Like blood boiling primal scream at the entire class. And the room went dead silent. For a few seconds, nobody knew what to do. And then they burst into laughter. Like can't breathe, rolling on the floor laughter. And what did I do? I ran out of the room mortified. My inner critic was like, that's it, you're done. You'll have to transfer schools, you have to change your name, delete my social media accounts. Yes, we had Facebook and MSN back in my day. But I survived. I stayed. And while everyone eventually forgot about the moment, my body didn't. It remembered. That was the moment that I learned visibility is not just a mindset thing. It's a nervous system thing. It's ancestral. It's embodied and it's real. And I've carried that wound my whole life. I actually started walking differently after that moment. I spoke less. I silenced myself in classrooms that I should have led because my body believed attention was a threat. And it also showed me my body can faint in front of other people, which means visibility is actually dangerous. Even now, I'm still healing that. I'm still expanding my capacity to be seen, to be heard, to take up sacred space. And that's why what I teach isn't just branding, it's embodiment. It's not just visibility, it's safety in being perceived. So maybe you were never meant to hide, maybe your body just needed a safer way to rise incrementally. And here are a few ways to feel safe rising slowly. Let your voice out when no one's watching. Before you go live, speak your truth alone in the mirror, in the car, into a notes app. Let your body hear your voice without judgment. That's how it learns. This is my voice. I can hold this. Nobody else is watching but me. I'm safe. Another way is to post from the scar and not the wound. Visibility doesn't mean bleeding out online. Share what's integrated. Share what feels sturdy. That creates safety for your body, for you, and for your audience. Another thing you can do is create safety cues before you share. So before you publish that post or press record, place a hand on your chest. Breathe. Say, it's safe to be seen. My presence is a gift to humanity. I'm held even here. I trust myself. Anchor in your body before you enter the screen. You can also turn off the numbers if you don't like that. You can hide the like count. You don't have to check the reach consistently. Visibility doesn't begin with virality. It begins with vibrational safety. The moment you feel safe, your magnetism returns. I personally love looking at metrics because I like to see what people are resonating with. It's just good feedback for me. It's just data. You can also tell your nervous system the truth. The world might punish you for being visible. Can you handle that and show up anyway? Can you hold the duality in that? AI can mimic a message, but it can't co-regulate with someone's nervous system. Only you can do that. So you've heard the phrase, content is king, but I'm here to say energy is queen. And when your content carries your energy, not just your thoughts, you become a constant image in people's minds, and that's magic. And it's the one thing that machines can't mimic. There have been so many moments in my business where I thought that I needed to be perfect, where I believed that my brand had to be this huge performance, or where I thought that I needed perfect clarity before I could create anything. But clarity comes through action. It's not always cognitive. Sometimes it's cosmic. It lands in your body. It hums through your cells. It moves you. That's the moment I trust most in business, when my chest tightens, my eyes tear up, my voice shakes just a little bit, because that's when I know this is real for me. I'm in fear because I care so much. This is potent. This is magic. You don't need to niche down your soul. You just need to tune in and let your channel speak. The AI can distribute your message, but only you can transmit it. Someone can read the same script that I've written for this episode and it not hit the same because my energy wrote it. So here's your invitation. Before you write your next post, record your next episode, drop your next offer, pause, place your hand on your womb, close your eyes and ask, what am I here to say that only I can say? What's alive in me right now that's begging to be shared? What truth would make me feel more like an artist and less like an algorithm? Then, right from there, speak from there, sell from there, because that's what makes you irreplaceable. People feel when you're on fire. People feel when you're online. Most branding advice is about being consistent. Post the same colors, use the same fonts, use the same copy-paste format for your videos over and over again. But frequency is not consistent. It changes. Your mood changes. It doesn't repeat. It just resonates based on your current now moment. And because you're always evolving, people get to tap into how you feel right now. Your brand is anything that you associate yourself with. And it's not just what people see, it's what they sense. It's what they feel in their body when they hear your voice, or when they read your words, or when they enter your world or your field. So when I think of my favorite creators, I don't even think about the words that they use. I think about how deeply they make me feel and what they make me feel. I watch people who make me laugh, who make me question my reality. They challenge my perspective. They call me to a higher vibration, or they trigger and challenge my beliefs, and they teach me about my favorite topics. And that's what AI can't touch: personal interests and unique transmissions. Because AI can replicate messaging, but it cannot recreate a field or a frequency or a vibration that opens people up, that moves people and changes people. You need to embody your unique signal. Think of yourself as a music note, your soul's signature. That's your brand. It's the way you say things. It's the stories you tell, the truths you hold, the contradictions that you allow, the colors you love and wear. Again, anything you associate yourself with becomes your brand. My favorite coffee is black French vanilla coffee. That's now part of my brand because I decided to share that with you, and you'll always know that about me. I have a daughter and a partner that I love. I am now a mother and a family woman. That's now part of my brand. I'm also a cat mom to a black cat and a tuxedo cat. That's now part of my brand. Anything you share publicly becomes a part of your brand. And the more you let people into your personal world, the more connected they are to you. It's like you want to give people enough to connect, but not enough to devour. And if you really want to be remembered, be real. But what exactly does this mean? It means be specific, be textured, be layered, be messy if you must. But above all, let it be honest. It's honest for me to write a script every time I make a video because I have raging ADHD. And if I let my mind wander for a video, I would be taking you in circles. So I need this structure to flow. But I have a lot of fun in the writing process. So people follow frequency, they follow presence, and they follow power that feels lived in and earned and not just learned, not just read about in some textbook. So goddess, let this be your permission slip. You don't have to become a brand. You already are one because your energy has always been the signature and your story has always been the strategy. We'll get into storytelling methods in future episodes so you know exactly how to make people fall in love with your life and relate to your past. But let this land right now. Storytelling is what will set you apart from AI because whatever you're drawn to today, whatever message you're here to carry, it's not random. It's not trendy. It's a breadcrumb trail from every experience you've ever lived. Your past is like a series of soul-coded Easter eggs, all leading to your now moment. And your current brand, it's not a plan, it's a revelation. Real visibility isn't about being seen by the most people. It's about being felt by the right people. You don't need everyone to understand you. You need the right ones to remember you, to feel your energy, and to trust your voice so that they can see themselves in your story. And this is what I teach: resonance over reach. Because when you're calibrated, when your nervous system is open, and when your voice is embodied, you become magnetic without even trying. So I want to leave you with the most important truth of this entire conversation. You are the technology, not the shiny tool, not the algorithm, not the workflow. You change the way technology works. Your tech will work differently based on your level of consciousness. And my specific belief about AI is that it's ancestral intelligence. I truly believe there are entities working from other realms helping us evolve through AI. So it's a great mirror for your own evolution. It can help you process your emotions, understand other people, especially if you're neurodivergent and other people project on you all the time and you don't understand why. AI can help you understand other people's intentions, where they're coming from. It can also help you be more understood too. So it can bridge the gap between what you know and what you want others to receive from you. But basically, your body is intelligent, your nervous system is alive, and your presence has power that no app can replicate. And we forget that sometimes. We get caught in comparison, in urgency, in the am I doing enough spiral. But your value has never been in your productivity. It has always been in your mere existence. AI will keep evolving. It'll keep making things easier, faster, more scalable. That's not a threat. That's an invitation for you to get even more clear on what makes you irreplaceable. For me, it's my mind, my divinity, my consciousness, my voice, my expression, my heart's song. It's not about your logo or your launch plan, but your felt sense, your way of holding people, your capacity to bring soul into every single thing you create. That's true leadership. And that's why you're here. So yes, use the tools. Let AI support you. Let the tech hold what you no longer need to carry. But don't let it make you forget the most powerful, magnetic, unforgettable part of your business has always been you. The woman who tells the truth, the woman who lets herself be seen, the woman who doesn't just show up online. She lands there. She shows others what the fuck she's all about. She uses AI to her advantage. She doesn't let AI use her. So you don't need to do more. You just need to be more in your own energy, your own rhythm, your own channel, because AI is not going anywhere. So you need to know how to let your divinity shine through it. AI cannot take your creativity, it cannot take your story, it cannot take your embodiment. So find ways to vocally express yourself through AI, like using it to script out podcasts, or using it to write songs that you end up singing, or using it to choreograph a dance that you end up dancing. But use your body, use your voice. That's how you outlast AI. That's how you rise above it. And that's how you lead in the age of AI. You are the source, and that can never be cloned. So make sure that you book a session with me if you need any help with your visibility work or with your brand messaging. We help you get very clear on your voice, very clear on your ideal client, and we bring your brand to life. We bring your essence online. You remember who the fuck you are. You feel so amazing being seen because you know exactly who you're talking to, what you offer, and why you're here. I'll see you in the next episode.